Everything you need to know about your swimming pool's pH. Hi, Alex Stewart with Pool Training Academy, and with this video, we're introducing a new series called Water Balance 101, where we explore everything you need to know in order to keep your swimming pool water healthy and clear. For the first video in this series, we're going to talk about the biggest factor in your pool's overall water balance, and that's your pH. But before we tackle the topic of pH in depth, please remember that all the information in this video is directed towards commercial operators primarily, but fear not, backyard pool owners and those running pool routes. All the information in this video is also very helpful and fully applicable to your scenarios as well. So with that, let's dive in. Now, if we remember those chemistry classes from middle school, we'll remember pH is what we use to measure how basic or acidic something is. You may also remember this scale. pH is measured on this scale from 0 to 14, with 0 being extremely acidic, 14 being extremely basic, and 7 being considered neutral. We want to make sure we're operating our swimming pools and hot tubs in that neutral zone. Ideally, you want to keep your pH reading somewhere between 7.2 and 7.8, with the ideal pH landing between 7.4 and 7.6. Keeping your pH in this zone will prolong the life of your circulation system equipment and your swimming pool surface, saving you a ton of money in the long run. Your chlorine is also working more at the top of its game when your pH is in that ideal range of 7.4 to 7.6, so you'll be able to fight off algae and illness-causing pathogens in the water more easily when your pH is balanced. Finally, your swimmers are going to be much happier since a pool pH in the ideal range of 7.4 to 7.6 is much more gentle on the eyes and the skin. But what happens if our pH gets out of whack and falls outside of our ideal acceptable ranges? As pH levels drop, we find that our pool is more acidic. Over time, this leads to corrosion of our swimming pool circulation equipment, our pool surfaces, and our swimmers can experience discomfort from this imbalance. Conversely, when our pH gets too high, our water becomes too basic, which also comes with concerns of its own. For instance, your chlorine won't work as effectively in high pH environments, so the risk of algae growth and illness spread is definitely higher. High pH reading in pools also contribute to scaling on surfaces as well as decreased lifespan of circulation system equipment. And as you may have guessed, high pH also leads to swimmer discomfort because it throws the pH balance of both skin and eyes way off. Now, this leads to the next question. How do we correct high or low pH levels in the pool? If you need to increase your pH in the pool, you're going to want to use a pH increasing chemical like soda ash, sodium hydroxide, or borates. If you want to decrease your pH, you'll want to use a pH decreasing chemical like muriatic acid or sodium bisulfate. Please note that using muriatic acid and sodium bisulfate to lower pH will also lower your water's alkalinity, which is another water balance factor we'll address later on in this series. In the event that your alkalinity levels do happen to drop, you'll just want to make sure you raise them back up to acceptable ranges accordingly. And as always, please be sure to follow all safety and handling instructions on the label of your chemicals of choice. Now, keep in mind that pH is really only one small piece of the overall puzzle when it comes to making sure your pool is the best it can be. If you're interested in becoming a true swimming pool pro, jump over to our website, pooltrainingacademy.com, where you can get signed up for one of our award-winning certified pool operator certification classes and take your knowledge to the next level. And that's all we have for you in this video. If what you learned was helpful, please do us a favor and like this video. Also, feel free to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the other videos in the Water Balance series. Also, be sure to leave any questions you may have about pH in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.